Hi, this is Steve Feldman, publisher of Floor Covering News, for another installment in Floor Covering News Retail Recovery across America. Today, we are in Athens, Georgia, Bulldog Country. Trey AdCock, owner of AdCock Furniture and Design. Trey, how are you?
Doing great. How about you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
Um, Tell us a little bit about the business.
We've been in business. This is our 52nd year. We started in downtown Athens in 1968. My father was 25 years old. He was a businessman in the area and had an opportunity to buy a furniture store. And so he went into the furniture business. And since then, our business has continued to improve. We have grown out from downtown Athens. We now are on the Atlanta Highway, which is the retail district in our area. And we have two showrooms. One is a 37,500 square foot store, and the other one is a 20,000 square foot store right next door. That is our outlet center. And we have been a full line furniture store for 52 years, and just in the last 2 years, we've gotten into floor coverings.
How's flooring been for you over the last couple of years?
It's been a challenge and a learning process, but I'm thankful to say that we've made it through the difficult time of getting used to a new product, and especially when you're speaking of a product that needs to be installed. It's a totally different process, but at the same time, the reason why we got into the floor coverings business is because our customers were asking us what they should put down. When we do our design work, we're picking out bedroom suite, living room suite, art, lamps, rugs, and so it was just a natural process. And so that's what got us into the category.
Let's talk about late March to end of April, when this country went through a lot of stay-at-home lockdowns. Was the store open throughout the whole time?
Actually, no. We were open, and we decided when our governor issued the stay-at-home shelter-in-place that we needed to close also. So we actually closed our retail store for 4 complete weeks.
During those 4 weeks, what did you do to prepare for what was, the imminent recovery? What did you do, to get ready for the customers that you knew were coming back?
Well, fortunately, we continued to operate our office, which was our accounts receivable, accounts payable, and our warehouse facility. So we continued to take trucks. We used split shifts so that people didn't have to work close together. So we took our warehouse staff, divided them in 2. These guys reported Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These guys reported Thursday, Friday. The next week they split it. We did the same with our office. So we continued to receive shipments, and we also continued to ship to our customers. We felt like that if Amazon could sell product and have it delivered by FedEx and UPS, then we certainly could. But we were respectful to our customers. We no longer required them to have contact with our delivery staff as far as signatures. They could stay their distance. If they wanted us to put it in their carport, we would. But of course, we always made sure that the customer was healthy and that our delivery driver was healthy also. So actually, during that slow period, we realized that you can't just shut your retail store for 4 weeks and expect things not to slow down. So we actually made some great buys during that time, and we're now going to sell those great buys in a temporary tent that we're going to put up on our parking lot during Memorial Day.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I'm dressed in shorts today, because I am working with our staff on getting those products ready.
Tell me, Georgia opened up a few weeks ago. How's business been since Georgia opened up?
Well, I am thankful to say that it has been tremendously busy. We are setting records. The customers that are coming in are so much more likely to buy.
They're not tire kickers.
They're not. Close ratios have went through the roof. Average sale has went through the roof, and we're excited.
What do you think that is?
When they stay at home, they look at their old floor coverings, they look at their old furniture, they know the importance of the home. Now they have a little bit of discretionary money, so they likely to come out and spend that money. So now's the time.
Trey, just focusing on flooring for a second, how are the first 5 months compared to the last 5 months, the first 5 months of last year?
We are even with last year.
That even despite the stay at home, you're still even.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I'm hearing that from a lot of retailers, that despite some of the doom and gloom you're hearing out there, business is not terrible, and it hasn't been terrible the first 5 months.
Well, home building and home sales are still strong. Lots of developments in our area. We have relationships with several builders. We have relationships with several retirement homes, and they're consistently redoing apartments for their guests as they move in and move out. We just got a deal with one of our builders who is closing on 3 houses that he's building that we're putting in floor coverings for.
What also are you doing to give the customer confidence that whether they're coming into this store, whether they're having one of your installers, put in a piece of carpet or wood or anything like that, what are you doing to inspire confidence that everything is clean, everything is safe?
Well, when we contact our customers, we let them know before we deliver and before we install that we're not going to be sending anyone to their home that is feeling ill. That we have gloves and masks if they would like us to use those, but at the same time, if they don't want to have contact with our installer or with our delivery person, they're more than welcome to stay in another room and let us do our job and then come back in and inspect it. And as far as what we're doing, we're monitoring our employees on a daily basis to make sure that they're all healthy. And of course, our area of the country hasn't been hit near as hard as some areas have. I personally don't know of anyone that has become ill because of this, personally. I've heard stories of this person knows this person, but it's just hasn't been quite as bad in Georgia or in this area of Georgia as some of the other areas.
Gotcha. What about getting customers into the store these days? Are you doing anything different, in terms of your marketing, in terms of sales, in terms of terms? Is there anything you're doing that, that you may not have been doing before?
Well, I think that customers are always concerned about value, selection, and then terms. So we have many vendors that have partnered with us to offer very competitive interest-free financing programs that we can offer on our floor coverings and on our furniture. In addition, our website, most consumers, when they get ready to make a purchase of carpet or mattresses or furniture, the first place they go is the World Wide Web. And that's where we have our website set up so that we can capitalize on that and bring them into the store. If they want to buy online, they can, but most of them use that as a means of pre-shopping.
Tell me some of the manufacturers on the flooring side that have really stepped up for you during this time, and generally speaking, who are the manufacturers that really do well for you?
One of the things that I enjoyed during this time was information that Carpets Plus supplied us with daily, and would send out emails about the Paycheck Protection Program. And she was the one that would get the information to me before my banker or before many of my suppliers. So I've really been thankful for the leadership and the information that Carpets Plus has provided us, and also providing us with the vendor specials that have come out from Mohawk, from Shaw, from a lot of the vendors that Carpets Plus has sourced. We're enjoying great extended terms right now from Mohawk, who immediately, when all this happened, immediately doubled their due dates on their invoices. We get tremendous support from one of our suppliers, William Bird, who sells us a lot of our adhesives, a lot of our things that go into the floor coverings. And so that has been, it seemed like it drove the industry to say, hey, we're in this together. We're going to do this so that you can succeed. Because we know that if we're going to sell carpet, then that means you need to sell carpet. And you need to be a healthy business. And it was great to see that those large companies, just Mohawk, for example, immediately sent out that email and said, hey, look, net 30 now is net 60. It was a good feeling.
Last question.
Available sales, line 6. Available sales, line 5.
See? Sales. That's good. See?
That's right.
Customers coming into the store.
That's right.
What kind of year the Georgia Bulldogs going to have this year?
Well, they better have a good year because they've set the bar high. My son would probably be more likely to be able to answer that question. He's a senior at the University of Georgia, and he's hoping for a national championship, I'm sure. But, hey, they reload every year, so they're going to be good.
I hope so. Trey, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Again, this has been another installment in Floor Covering News Retail Recovery across America.